Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody. My name is Sonia Line, Arsenal, for people that don't know me, from New Brunswick, Canada. I'm here today to talk about the do's and the don'ts about network marketing, or pretty much just any business. It doesn't have to be online marketing or offline or anything in particular, but this is just common sense. I think that a lot of people, when they get started, they forget about that, or they just don't know, and they ruin their success rate right away. So here is what you should do. I'm going to start with what you do, and then we're going to go what you don't do. So what you got to do is be excited. And pretty much everybody I know, when they get started, I don't see anybody getting starting in a business not being excited, but you do see that. Some people say, well, I will try and see. No, don't try. Just do. Okay? Listen to the company video, the vision, and get really excited, because why would somebody join you if you're not excited about it and you don't? People want excitement. That's what they want. They're fueled by that, and they get excited themselves. So excitement sells. So first thing, be excited. Second of all, be confident. You've got to be confident, because if you're not, the same as being excited, people want to know that you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, or you can get the resources or the help that they want. So even if you don't know an answer, just say, you know what, I'm not sure, but let me find somebody in my team that can help you with that question. And don't be afraid to admit that you don't know. You're confident enough to know that you know somebody that can find it. And with the internet right now, if you're talking on Facebook with somebody back and forth, you can actually go and find your answer, mostly on Google or YouTube most of the time, or reach out to a team member if you don't want to tell them that you don't know. But be confident. Number 3 is always have a new list growing. I know when you get started, they tell you write a list of 25, 50, 100 people, whatever, how many people it is. Always grow your list. You know why? Because it clears your head, and then you can have new people popping up, and always keep track who you talk to, when they talk to you, and then move on. Okay, not everybody's going to join right away. Some people may take 3 months, some people may never join, some people may come to you in a year from now. So always grow your list. 4, if you are online, post daily. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever place you're at, post daily. If you are offline, talk to some people daily. Expose yourself daily. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, don't change. Be yourself. Don't pretend you're somebody you're not, because you actually want to attract the kind of people that you are. If you're in the process of changing you and your mindset and being a better person, that's okay. That's not the not change. I mean, to be honest, be yourself. Don't pretend you're somebody else. If you're talking to somebody and they believe in a certain religion or in a certain way of thinking, don't pretend that you're like that. Don't be afraid of being who you are, because what you want to do is you want to attract the same kind of people. Because I've been hiding around people my whole life. I was pretending, or not pretending, but I was always adjusting to everybody else, and I never really fit in until I found out where I was supposed to be. And being me didn't fit in where I'm from in my small town. But now I understand why. And since I started to act like I really want to, and the real me's coming out, and I'm actually loving it. So you want to show yourself. Be yourself, because you're unique. There's nobody out there like you. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that would love to work with a person that you are. So don't be an ass if you're an ass, but if you're sorry, but you know what I mean? Just be yourself. So don't be afraid to show who you are. Don't just talk about the company, talk about you. The 6th one, consistent. Be consistent in your work. If you talk to somebody, I'm not saying to go and talk to them every day and, hey, do you want to join? But no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, if your Facebook marketing is what you want to do, be consistent every day. Write things for your fans, get some new friends, follow up, always have a routine, keep being consistent. Grow your business every single day. Even if today you want to talk to 5 people, tomorrow you want to talk to 5 people, the next day 5 people, always keep growing. Do the same or more. Be consistent. You always have to keep going, because you're just going to stop, and if you stop, your business is going to stop. So does that make sense? Even if it's in posting ads, flyers, whatever it is, be consistent. It takes time, But the people that are consistent, and just a little example, a company I was with, I've had people contact me. I still have people that I'm not there no more, but I still had some pre-enrollees up to last 2 months ago, and I stopped promoting that company like 6 to 8 months ago. So it was longer than that, but just to say, 6 months after I stopped promoting it, I was getting people taking the tour. So me reaching out to people or posting in groups or places like that, some people have seen it 6 months after. So that's what I mean by being consistent, and that it takes time. So some people may only open their emails in a few months. You never know, life happens. So next one, plan and schedule. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Everybody's heard this saying before. I'll say it again and again. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have a schedule, bye-bye. You're not going to do good. Plan ahead, okay? If you're like me and you're a little bit crazy on OCD and you need to have everything organized because otherwise you're going to be stressed out and a head case, and my husband thinks I'm crazy because I try to plan everything, you know, and I wasn't like that before, but before I was just like, well, you know, I'll do this later, I'll do that later, and then it never happened. Later is not a time, later is not a day. Someday is not a day of the week. So you gotta plan, and what I have a 4-day schedule. So 4 days out of 7, I have a crazy, strict schedule. The other 3 days, I can have some schedule days like that if I want to, or if I have a sick day, I want a day off, I want to, you know, or going for an activity, an adventure, whatever it is, I can change my schedule because it's flexible. But if I wouldn't have that plan, I would do half of what I want to do in a week. And if you want to be successful in life, you want to be happy, healthy, and wealthy, you need to plan and schedule. After that, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8. Don't be afraid of admitting your failures. I'm not saying to go out there and make a video about everything you failed in life. I know that would be, it would be never ending for me because I've tried many things. I've done many different things in life, and I've failed, and I've won and succeeded in a lot of things, but I failed in some of them too. And I'm not afraid of saying my first few months and even my few years of this industry, I've had lots of trials and errors, and this is how you learn. But by not stopping and not quitting, that's when you actually succeed. So don't be afraid to admit it. If I talk to somebody, I'll tell them my first 6 months of online marketing were rough. And I did lots of errors. I did the posting in groups. I did this. I did that. I did a lot of things, and I failed at some companies, and it's okay. I'm not ashamed. And now I can say that I'm finally with a great company that is grooming me for success. So no more failing here. Talking about grooming for success, you need mentor. You need 1, 2, I don't know how many mentors. And this is something that I've never really understood what that meant until last year. And now I know, and I'm French, by the way. So all of these words were like, what's that? What's this? What's that? What's a mentor? So a mentor is somebody that you look up to, that really inspires you. And you're like, okay, I want to do what they're doing. I would love to have a lifestyle like them. I would love to, you know, wake up and have their day or their success or whatever their career they're doing. So for me, somebody that I keep looking up to is Shailene Johnson. She's amazing. Her personality that I've seen online in her DVDs or videos. I've been doing some turbo jams and now some PIO since I can remember. For a long time, she was doing turbo jam a long time ago. And she is a success coach. She's a lifestyle coach, and I love how she's fit. I love how she's working with her husband. They're both entrepreneur mindset. They have fun, and she's there with her energy, talk to people, the way she dresses, the lifestyle she has. This is somebody that has really pushed me, and in more ways than she knows. So thanks. But I do have a lot of new mentors too that I actually know and interact with that are in my company. I do have some that are not even in my company that I don't want to miss their post on Facebook, because I know they're inspirational and they've been through the challenges that I've been through. So for me to see somebody that started at the bottom and see them go up, for me, I'm going to listen to what they're saying because they have done the trials and errors like I'm doing. So people just starting right now, they should listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying everybody's going to be a fit or whatever, but you want to find people that has been through the struggles so they can help you skip a few. I know that I've skipped a few. I've done a lot of trials and errors, but I've had a few steps that I skipped because I was following some successful people that started from scratch and did kind of the trials for me. So this is amazing to have a mentor. Number 10, last but not least, fuel your mind with good things. And that has to do with the mentor. So either watch a video from them, go on YouTube, get some books. This, everywhere you look in my house is just books. My cell phone is full of it. Offline, online, I mean my subscriptions on YouTube, it's all motivational people. I'm recently doing Eric Worre's training, amazing content, really, really cheap price. And the company leaders that we have that are doing trainings a few times per week are fueling my brain with good quality, inspirational, motivational things that you're craving for. When you're in this industry, this is what you should fuel your brain with. I'm really passionate, as you can tell, about this, and I get out of words. But if you're not feeding your mind every day with positive things, when it's going to get hard, it's going to get rough, you might quit. You might feel like quitting. You might cry. I know I cried. I've had lots of days that I wanted to rip my hair out. I wanted to punch something. And it happens in this industry. But if you don't get that positive mindset and that, you know, you hear those success stories and you hear those people that have been through that and struggled, and then you see their success, then you're like, okay, so before they had that breakthrough, they were right there on the bottom, like I'm feeling today. But they pushed instead of, oh, I'm going to cry and stay in my room all day and blah, 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 and have all those excuses and, oh, my children and this and that. And people do have excuses, but the ones that just push through them, push those excuses away. We all have them. It's okay to have a bad day, but when you have a bad month and a bad year, I mean, you got to shake it off and fuel yourself with good things in your mind. Change a negative mindset into a positive. So these are the 10. I'm just going to go back real quick. Be excited, be confident, get your list growing all the time, expose daily, be you, yourself. You're the only one. Be consistent, plan a schedule, and don't be afraid to admit your failures and admit your success stories, of course. Get a mentor and fuel your brain with good things. So these are the 10 positive do's that I wanted to go about. So right now I will, I'm just looking at the time. I don't even know what time I started. I was going to do 2 different videos, but I'm going to do it all here. Don't. The don'ts in network marketing or business. Don't listen to the hype. So whether you are, every time you expose your company to somebody that's already in this industry, you may get reverse marketing. And because a lot of, especially on Facebook, a lot of people are trying to recruit people that are already in companies. I kind of really dislike that. Leave people alone, honestly. If they're in a company, you shouldn't be trying to convince them to join yours unless they're asking you for help and they're asking you what your company is. I just feel a lot of people are doing that these days, but don't listen to the hype. So one thing is, when you get in a company, you're going to be excited, and then the first few weeks, things are going to start doing like that because you're going to get no, and you're going to get disappointed. Maybe your friends and family are not as excited as you thought. And then you're going to hear, oh my God, that new company or that company has that person in it. And oh, they're getting signups and they're getting this and they're getting promotions. And then you forget about the company that you were excited for 2 weeks ago. And then somebody approaches you for that new company or that new product, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, I need it, I want it. And then you don't realize that you're already in a great company that has all those things. And if you would stuck to it and listen to your company vision video again, or, you know, talk to one of your uplines, then you would realize. But a lot of times people get stuck in the hype, especially newbies. They get the shiny object syndrome. They think everything is really good. Just a while ago, I was tagged in a post. A guy said, No recruiting, free downline, and a message like this long. And he tagged me. I don't even know that guy. We never even talked. And he tagged me in a post in a group. And I was like, why did you tag me? And I removed myself. And I'm like, this is fake, or this is not. I don't think that. I said, there's no free downline. This is BS. Don't ever tag me ever again. And I don't know why he's doing that, but just to say, people see that. They see free money. They see cars. They see pictures of people with checks and money. They don't realize the work that they had to put in. So stay away from the hype. When you are in a business, even if you're not in one and you're looking for one, don't believe in the hype, okay? Get to know the person. Go talk to some of their friends to see if they would recommend them. Don't be afraid to ask questions. When you join a company, you ask a lot of questions. When you join a person, it's people join people. It's not companies, it's not products no more. It's the community, the people, the leadership. It's more than just a product or a company. So make sure that you do your due diligence and you research not only the company, but the person you want to join, because that can make a huge difference in your success. Second, don't go with the flow. So that meaning the same as being productive, make a schedule. You can't just say, well, I'll just go with the flow and let things happen. It won't happen. Second way of seeing that, don't go with the flow, as my number one of don't go with what everybody's doing. Don't follow everyone, okay? Because if you are, you're going to end up with 100 auto ships. You're going to end up at multiple streams of broke, frustrated at the industry, confused. Your probably marriage is not going to work good because your spouse is going to be like, what did they get into, or she or he got into again? So don't go with the flow. Be strict on yourself. Schedule your life, okay? Don't forget your family. I know you can get excited, and I know I'm like on a 90-day challenge right now. Don't forget your family. Make sure that you are there for them, okay? Because you want them there when you're succeeding. If you're having a bad day, if your business is not working good, don't let your family see that, because they're always the ones that are not supportive most of the time. If you have a supportive husband or wife, good for you. But show them the positive. Don't show them the negative. I'm guilty of that. And my husband, I'm thankful that he's still here today supporting me, because things are happening finally now. But it was hard. I won't lie. I'll admit it was really, really hard for him to see me going through that. And it was hard for me to see him seeing me going through all of that. So just let you know, don't forget your family. Have time scheduled with them. Turn off your phone. Give them the full attention. Have a date night. Have a family night. I just had 5 days in the woods with my family. It was amazing. We're refreshed. We feel great. So now I know I can focus on business and do some overtime to catch up. Don't spam people. Don't go, hi, how are you? Here, link. You don't do that. Would you meet somebody face to face and say, hey, how are you? Give them a business card. No. Talk to them. How are you doing? And I know people say, well, it takes time. But when you think like that, when you say takes time, building a business takes time. Building trust takes time. Get to know the person you're talking to. If you're just sending them your link or your video, you're not even listening to them. They might just need a friend. They might just need an advice. They might be in a company already. They might need your help. They might not even want to join you or your company. So by spamming them, and a lot of people have spammed me, and I used to do that before, especially on those Facebook posts. I am looking for something, then there's 300 people that, puts their link. How about, hi, how are you? Good for you that you're starting your own business. I'm so excited for you. I would love to share some advice with you. What kind of person are you? What type of income are you looking for? Have you done this before? I would love to get to know you. How about we get on a call? I've got this time available, or we can Skype. I would love to hear from you and connect with you and see how I can guide you to find the right thing for you. So this is different than just posting my link. Or even next time, you know what? I'm going to make a video. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a video, and every time I see those posts, I'm going to post my video. There you go. That's going to be different. Watch these posts. I'll let you know how it works. So I'm just going to see. Okay, I'll call back. Don't verbally vomit on people. So after not spamming, if somebody actually asks you for something, or if you meet somebody somewhere, don't just, oh yeah, I'm in this new company and blah, 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 blah. After a few words, people don't stay motivated, or how to say that, focused. And they're going to lose the first few things that you've probably said. They probably don't remember. So don't forget that a lot of times people, they don't really care. If they ask you questions, try to finish with a question. You always want to get the people talking more, because people love to talk. But if all you're doing is talk and talk and talk and talk about your business, well, you're not listening to the needs to the person that you're trying to have business with. Understand? No spamming, no verbally vomiting on people. Do not get emotionally attached. This is me 100%. I used to care so much for people that didn't want to change their life, people that didn't even want to take 5 minutes to listen to what I had to say because I just verbally vomited on them and spammed them. I used to do that. I was taught to do that. That's terrible, terrible, terrible training. And I paid for that. So anyways, don't listen to everybody. And it doesn't mean because somebody has a training on Facebook or online that it's a good one. So that's another thing. But don't get emotionally attached. So what I mean by that, when you present a company or opportunity or product to somebody, just think that you're educating them about it and move on. Just do a short little thing, send them your link. You shouldn't even do a presentation. You have tools for that. You are the messenger, not the message. Remember that. So if that person joins or not, that's okay. It's not that one person that's going to make your company. It's a lot of people that's going to build your team. And if they're not ready, they're not ready. So just move on. So if your good friend or your mother or your family doesn't join you, don't get upset. You're going to lose friends over it. And as much as it hurts, because it sucks, because I know I've been through that, I've felt like shaking people, telling them this could change your health, this could change your financial situation, but you prefer to do this or that. And it just, people get repulsed by that. So don't try to convince anybody. If you have to convince them to get in your business, you're going to have to convince them to work, and then you're just bringing yourself bad vibes. So you don't need that. You want to just leave it there. If they get in, good. But if they don't, move on. Lots of people in the world. Next one. Don't focus on negative. A lot of time I see people in that. I'm still working on that. I know I've had a setback. I've had a bad month the other month, and I just focused on personal things and focused on maybe a few person that I was really upset about. And every day I kept waking up and saying, why is that person doing that? Why is that person not doing this? And all I kept thinking was that person. And I was mad. I was upset because I associated myself with that person. And I was like, and I was just not being productive. And I've wasted days of not making any money because of a one thing. And after days, it was weeks. And then I realized, I was like, you know what? It just doesn't work. And I've had top leaders coming to me and saying, you know what? You got to move on, Sonia, because you're just digging yourself in a hole. And it was true. And sometimes you need somebody there. So that's why you have mentors there to shake you or tell you, you know what? Say what you got to say, cry, punch on a punching bag, get that out, and then move on. And I've had. And I'm glad to say that I do have a lot of good support, and I'm thankful. You guys know who you are. Thank you very much for all of your help or ears or whatever, anything you've been there for. Next one is don't beat yourself up. As hard as I've been on myself my whole life, because I'm really competitive and I always want the best and I want it right now, don't beat yourself up. When you look at yourself in the mirror, don't look at your bags, don't look at your hair that's not done, don't look at your extra weight you have on. Look at your smile, look at your breathing, look at you, whatever. Find good things about you, okay? If you haven't done what you're supposed to do, you haven't had a productive day, you may not have reached your goals you were supposed to, that's okay. You're human. So next day is a brand new day. Don't be hard on yourself, okay? Excuse me. Do not listen to broke mindset people. If you hang around with 5 broke people, what are you going to be? The 6th broke person. So if you hang around with people that don't believe in this industry, what are you going to do? You're going to get brainwashed. You're going to get negative thoughts in your head. Don't let those people, they don't understand, they never will, or if they do, it's going to be later and you're not there to convince them, because they have to go through a lot to decide, I need to change. So they can say what they want. I went through a point last year, I told my mother and my husband and a few close friends that I still had, you can think what you want of me or my company, but if you don't shut up about it, I'm just going to cut everything with you. I'm not going to talk to you no more, and I'm going to get you out of my life temporarily. So you can either be there and support me. I know how you feel. You've told me several times. Every time I see you, you talk about that. So I hardly want to see you no more. So if you mention this again, this is my warning. I don't want to hear it. And now those people are cheering me on, and now they're seeing the progress I've done. They're seeing the results that I'm getting, and they're proud of me because I've never gave up. This is my next point. Never give up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up, unless you're trying to do something really crazy. But honestly, there's no limits. If you have dreams in life and you really believe in yourself and it's something really important to you, do not give up. As hard as it gets, don't give up. I promise you, the rewards or what you're going to reap is going to be worth it. Next one is, and the last one, do not forget to reward yourself. So I've had a massage this morning, a really amazing one. I know I have a hard week coming up, so I wanted to relax my shoulders, relax my body and my soul. So I reward myself. Sometimes it's a date at the restaurant with my husband. Sometimes it's a bath, a mud mask, a good book, a movie, to take an extra 2 hours to do some gardening because I love it, to just have an hour to sit in the sun, meditate, anything. Reward yourself. A new wardrobe, a new outfit, a new business suit, anything that really makes you feel good. And don't forget to do that. Even if it's just a cheat meal or anything. Honestly, don't. I just cheat meals are not good, but yeah, you need to reward yourself. So you need to let yourself go and have fun. Yeah, so because you do work hard when you get in this industry, it's going to be the hardest, especially the first 3 years, 5 years, going to be the hardest work ever. But if you don't give up and all of the things that I've just said, if you do all these 20 things or do and don't, you're going to be pretty successful. And if you got the right mentors, the right company, the right product, of course, if you are in my daily choice, you know what I'm talking about. We do have it all, and even beyond what I'm expecting. So just heard last night that we have digital products on the way. Really excited for that. Available in 150 countries right away. No shipping time or charges. So if you are looking into a company and things that I've just mentioned make sense to you and you would love to hear more and you would love to learn how to become a successful entrepreneur, reach out to me. I'm all over social media, not hard to find, Sonia Line, Arsenal, and or just message here for more info. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going to go outside to enjoy a little bit of sunshine and then get the barbecue started for a nice supper with my husband, because tonight my son went to sleep at his grandparents because he has no school tomorrow. So I guess I'm going to have a date night tonight. Might as well take advantage of it. And I'm going to work until he gets home and fix something on the barbecue. But I want to say happy, healthy, wealthy is the way to be. Remember these points, really important when you get started in business, and write them down if you have to. I hope you have all the success. I hope you reach your goals, and don't ever give up. So Sonia Line, Arsenal from Canada, New Brunswick. Frenchie here, if you haven't noticed. Oui, je suis française. I'm going to start doing all these in French also because I do want to build in the French community. So if you know any Frenchies, send them my way. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.